How's it going, everybody? It's Prod here. Welcome back to another Nioh video. Today I got a little video kind of to talk about my thoughts on Nioh so far. Should you get it? Would I recommend this game for you to buy if you're kind of on the fence for it? And kind of what I have planned for it as well. In the background, you guys are seeing some footage from the very second submission that you get. So no spoilers on boss fights, nothing like that. So you don't have to worry about that if you're curious. Now, I don't have an insane amount of time put into this game so far. I know that there's probably people who have beat it already within like 3 days. It's crazy to look at the regular people, like the normal people who maybe don't play too many games like this. Like, I believe Polygon had people who couldn't even finish the game and it took them a while to get their review out. It may not even be out yet, I'm not entirely sure. And then there's people who are like, yeah, this game's pretty freaking easy. Busted it out in 2 days. And it's definitely not because I don't want to play it. I'm pretty much dying to play this game, but I don't have a lot of time to play this game because I am doing my playthrough. And at this point, you guys have seen 2 parts of that playthrough. Now, the first 2 parts were part of a live stream and I did record them, and they were basically meant to be like the first few hours of Nioh. But I got another part coming out here tomorrow, and that is going to be unique. It wasn't part of the live stream. It is something I recorded afterwards, and it was probably the hardest mission so far. The boss you fight took me a solid hour to kill, I would say. But I think it was pretty funny, and I hope you guys enjoy that when it comes out. But yeah, like I said, I am going to be doing a playthrough on this game. People seem to be enjoying it so far, and I would love to hear your feedback on what you think maybe I should improve on the actual playthrough, what you would like to see added to it. And like I have said, this is something that I haven't been able to put a lot of time into because I only have a couple hours every night to actually, record a few playthrough parts, 1 or 2 playthrough parts, because most of the missions are about 1 hour, sometimes an hour and a half. But would I recommend this game so far from what I've played? So obviously this game is not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for, the casual audience that looks at a game and maybe wants to just chill out with a game. And I mean, you can do that, definitely. If you get into this game, just playing it in the background where you listen to some music, listen to a podcast or something like that is definitely possible. And it does kind of gradually increase. Like the first mission, the very first mission, the prison one, isn't that bad at all. The first boss is basically dodge to the side, hit a couple times. Dodge to the side, hit a couple times, very slow. But by the third boss, which if you played it, it's the lady, and that's all I'll say, you kind of start to see the difficulty of this game come out. But of course, the thing that is the most appealing to a lot of people is that it is being kind of called like a Souls clone, Bloodborne clone. To be honest, so far, I'd say I wouldn't call this a clone. I think that from first glance, you could probably say that. If you look at this, you're like, man, this looks a lot like Bloodborne. It looks a lot like the Bloodborne fighting style. They have similar dodging mechanics, but I would say it's a lot more than that. The fighting system and the fighting mechanics of this game are pretty in-depth, like more than you would expect. There's a lot of weapons, a lot of weapon types, so you can try out different things that you enjoy. And again, difficulty is definitely a huge part of this game. This game is hard as fuck, dude. People have been asking me if this is more difficult than like Dark Souls 3. It's different from Dark Souls. I wouldn't say it's more difficult than any of the Dark Souls games except maybe Dark Souls 3. And I'm definitely not talking about the full game because there are some bosses in Dark Souls 3 that would kick the shit out of you and are probably way harder than some of the stuff that you find early on in Nioh. But that's definitely not to say that we're not going to fight some crazy shit later in the game of Nioh. But so far from me playing this game for a couple of hours, I would highly recommend it. If you enjoy difficult games, something that you could put a lot of time into, and you enjoy learning the mechanics of a game, again, this is going to appeal to a lot of Dark Souls fans. If you have a PS4, if you enjoy Bloodborne, if you enjoy Dark Souls, I think this game is worth $60. You're going to get a lot of time out of it because there's about, what is it, like 30 missions? Maybe around 30 missions. Each mission is designed to be at least an hour long. Even more so if you just take forever on a boss, which with this game, you can guarantee that's definitely going to happen. But personally for me, man, I've been loving this game. I can't stop thinking about it. And it's been pretty busy for the past couple of days, especially since it is pretty difficult editing these because the playthrough parts can be, I think the third part here that's coming out tomorrow was like an hour and 40 minutes. In total. And I usually like having specific editing style for those videos to make them a little bit more entertaining and funnier, and that can take like 2 hours, like over 2 hours to edit. That was a 7 GB video, So it's definitely going to keep me busy for a while. I honestly can't wait till I finish the playthrough just so I can run back the game on New Game Plus and then just fucking play while I listen to podcasts and listen to music, because I think this is going to be one of those games where I can do that very easily. I'm definitely looking forward to getting further into the game. But either way, that's going to be it for today's video. I would love to hear how you guys are doing with Nioh. Are you enjoying Nioh so far? And what is your favorite weapon class? Because for me, the Kusurigamas are fucking awesome, dude. Like, I never really used them in the Last Chance trial or any of the other betas, and I've been loving it. So, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a like goes a long way and is really appreciated. But I'll talk to you all later. Peace, everybody.